everyone, it's Sandy. I'm here before the store opens. And I've been here for an hour, but I had the most lovely chat with my middle, Emma Korup, who is in grad school in Philadelphia. So I love it when I potter around the store and I can just catch up with her, blah-de-blah, at our leisure. But I was telling her that yesterday we took down red, white, and blue, which was everywhere. Just the way we do Christmas, we do red, white, and blue. And gosh, the summer is half gone apparently. But for sure, now is the time, whether it's rainy like today and you're going to be inside, or sunny outside, that we can read. And so this is our new table we did yesterday, which is Summer Reads. I love this. I love putting it out every year. Isn't that so true? So we have a ton, and this is fun for adults or young adults. It's 12 little breezy love stories by 12 different authors. Very fun. I loved this one, and this one I talked about them at our Raspberries party. This is a pretty note-by-note retelling of Emma by our Jane Austen. It's updated to modern Manhattan. She is wealthy and glamorous, and it's really fun. I really enjoyed it, and it's not on many publishers' radar in Bookland anyway, so I was so happy I found it. Romantic comedy is Curtis Sittenfeld's new one. She is, of course, a literary writer, but this time came up with, and actually researched really well, how the week before every show of Saturday Night Live. So it's such a great, it is a romantic comedy. I loved it, and if you know anything about Saturday Night Live, you'll love hearing the, it seems to be accurate, behind-the-scenes details of how that week goes. Love it. Great characters. Catherine Center is one of Carrie's favorites, and there's a new one out. Catherine Heine is one of my favorites. She writes literary fiction, but domestic, so I really enjoy the family dynamic she really brings to life. I loved her Early Morning Riser, and this is her new one. Carly Fortune, I've talked about her before. She really captures summer in that sort of a whole 3 months away, usually on some sort of resort, that just feels like Dirty Dancing, in that sort of like relax into this environment for 3 months. Nothing to do with dancing or black leather, but that kind of vibe. A lot of people do mysteries, even a series of mysteries. So I've gotten a bunch of those in. Ellie Griffiths is front and center here. So I'd love to, have you come in. This is new Rachel Incident. Everybody's talking about it. I've got to get that done so you can reach it. Stephen Rowley did it again. He's just one of my favorites, and Guncle is the perfect summer read. It's about an uncle who has no experience. He's an actor, pretty successful one, and his brother's kids get dumped on him for 3 months. He has no choice but to be the Guncle. He's a gay uncle, and it's the best banter I think I've ever read, plus super sweet, heartwarming story. And he has a new one out, kind of a big chill for right now, set of 6 friends together for a reason that I can't tell you. So new Beach books. Come look. Can't wait. Oh, when I think of Beach too, I do think of Martha's Vineyard and Stephen Rowley, again, our Guncle guy, wrote The Editor, which I talked about in my blog in words, and we ordered a bunch in because a bunch of you are ordering both books I talked about in 2. So this is fiction by our Guncle author Stephen Rowley about when Jackie was an editor in New York for 14 years. It's really about her, the author she's discovered who has a book that she is editing. But I really love the fictionalization of her character. So well done. And this one too I talked about, which I'm selling a lot of. In fact, I just got a box in. Our journalist Kate Story takes a look at the Kennedy family starting in about the 20s in Hyannisport, and it's really well done. She definitely loves the Kennedys, but she never says so, and she's very close with some people that knew them all the way through in their 80s and 90s when she interviewed them. It's not gossipy, it's just really good. I loved it. So we have our Jackie display here because Jenny on Monday is going to act in character this book, Jackie, Janet, and Lee. And it tells the story of the two girls' upbringing, Lee Radziwill and Jackie Kennedy Onassis, and their kind of determined, nutty mother. When I think of Martha's Vineyard, I think a lot of Susan Branch. Around this time last year, Susan, came and talked about her new book with us, and it was such a fun event. And this is literally in my top 5 books ever. And because I've carried it since my store opened, actually, one of you called Susan Branch and said, when you tour the country, you have to go to Prairie Path Books because they are a fan and always have been. And it's true. In our 10 years, I've always featured her books. And I just got these 2 in because she has just republished them. And this one is my favorite, although it's a story after. This one is about her marriage. She wrote this second. And this one is about her divorce. And I love it because she's a California girl. Her ex-husband has linked up with somebody who's much younger, and it's a small town in California where they live. And so she's like, I am getting out of here for the summer. So she goes to, of all places, Martha's Vineyard. She's been there once, and she just thinks that sounds like a good idea. And then within days, she buys this tiny cottage. And so impulsive, yes, and she's never experienced 4 seasons before. And so in her signature style, she remakes the house and writes a fabulous memoir about coming back to herself. And she does it through writing and painting. And if you're not familiar with her style, she handwrites all of her, like it's not a font, like she handwrites every single page. And it's sort of scrapbook style. Here's her July 4th page, but she experiences the 4 seasons for the first time. And so if you love the seasons like I do, it is so fun for that reason. So I just wanted to take you through our new look for late summer. We had so much fun doing it. The ladies and I who do this, it's literally like having a cocktail party, only with water bottles. We laugh and have so much fun. It's an utterly creative experience. And I hope you come in. And if you haven't already, sign up for Jenny's show on Monday, 10 o'clock, first thing. Happy summer.